Ladies and gentlemen, this is Chili Games, and we have finally unlocked the Großer Kurfürst. Now, this is my very first game, and I hope you guys enjoyed that little intro that I threw together with some Ace Combat music, and so this was my first game, and I was like, all right, well, we have the intro. Now we just gotta get a gameplay with it. And boy, oh boy, we have a triple destroyer division on our side here. I see that they're coming over here, so we have a massive advantage on this sea cap, so I'm not afraid to push up here. Usually get spotted through this little gap here. I want to get all my guns firing for this first little salvo here. Something to note is look how much broadside I have to give. So we pop the spotter plane here. Prince Eugen's coming out. He is turning out, so that means I aimed a little bit above him. And decent. We didn't aim a little bit high enough. We should have aimed a little bit higher, a little bit more to the left. But still 8,000, first salvo ever. And I'm actually using the 406 for the reload. Basically, I think these guns are shooting every 26 seconds, so the DPM is pretty nice on these things. I'll have to try the 420s out, but for now we're sticking here. And took a little bit of a little hit there from, I think that was the Richelieu there. And the biggest thing you'll notice throughout this game is I'm running the firefighter perk, which makes it to where I can only have a maximum of 3 fires going at once on my ship. I feel like I'm running Hyde, by the way, so I'm running Hyde with flammable cannoneer, the extra heal, and firefighter. So I want the range, I want the accuracy. The fire debuff to the perk is going to be mitigated by the extra heal and the firefighter perk. Reason being is you are a massive ship, so hitting the midship for the middle 2 fires, if you don't run it, is so very simple here. And we ended up getting this cap as well. We're getting smoked up, which I don't really need. I'm positioning myself to where I'm not going to be able to get, or where I'm only going to be able to take fire from the Prinz Eugen here, and not from the 2 battleships that are sitting there. And take a blind fire, fire there. I'm undetected though, so I immediately burn that damage con because I'm almost fairly, like 100% confident that I will not be hit again. So a little bit of risk there, but I'm confident that we won't be in too much trouble. We have a lot of support here. Prinz Eugen goes away, and simply just trying to be patient here. If I push out here, I'm going to be singled out very easily, and this is a thing that I see a lot of people struggle with, especially things like Gneisenau, Tirpitz, Bismarck, whatever. It's like, oh, you gotta push, and like that's true. You can push in these things, but that doesn't mean just because you have turtleback armor, just because I have almost 100,000 health, doesn't mean that I can't be overextended. So right now we're playing it very cautious. The Richelieu is taking some nice broadside torps from our other destroyer there. Loading the HE because I figured he would be bow in, but he actually gives a pretty nice broadside there, so that could have been great. I'm also just trying to test out the things. There's a 38% chance to fire on these guns every 26 seconds, so you're looking at a daggum freaking King George here, basically, in terms of like fire output. And yeah, look at that dispersion there too. Not a lot of damage, but when you need a fire, I think it's going to be consistent enough to load the HE on targets like that. Still playing it patiently. We see that our other spawn to the left there has collapsed, mostly because their 2 division destroyers have gone the other way. And I'm waiting for this Prinz Eugen to show a little bit of broadside here. Unfortunately, didn't pop my spotter plane there. I should have, but look at that dispersion. We don't even need the spotter plane, so the dispersion is pretty good. And we slap him there for about half of his health. And this guy is actually going to be getting away here. Already at 50,000 damage. just now we're actually starting to peak out here. I really don't want to be trading with another Kurfürst because I obviously am going to be the only one targeted. And if I can take shots like this for now, try to get people off the board, then I'll take it. We end up getting... Oh, no, we don't get one here. It'll be later. But still, decent damage. Like, every time these shells hit, they're going to hurt most everything. And I see everyone pushing up, so I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's do this. Biggest thing we have to worry about here is since that flank is collapsing to our port side, that flank is going to be coming across, and I have to worry about broadsides here. Trying to line up on this Prinz Eugen here. I want this guy dead. If this guy gets away, it's just going to be very, very annoying. Making sure people aren't in range there. Pick up a little cheeky citadel on his on the back there, which is nice. And yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed with the 406s on this thing. Obviously, the dispersion's great. The you're shooting 12 of them, so you you have a lot of firepower at your disposal. And the biggest thing with the Kurfürst is I'm still staying angled in towards him. I wish he is going to be a problem later in the game. Don't get the follow-up shot on the Eugen there, but he is about to take torpedoes, and you're about to see what makes the Kurfürst weak in a sense versus destroyers is you only have 25% torpedo reduction, and this Kagero is going to be able to get a lot of damage on him. Again, we have the HE loaded. I figured he would be hitting the map border and turning towards the Kagero. He does not. However, we do get a fire, and I'm like, all right, cool, this guy should be dead. The Kagero is going to deal with him. And we're going to be switching towards the Odin now. And the Odin is a ship that I feel like a lot of people like. And I haven't really made a video on it just because I do not enjoy playing ships that are prominent, especially when they come out. Obviously, the Odin just came out from the campaign, so I really don't want to play Odin when there's going to be like 1, 2, or 3 Odins every single game. It doesn't make it feel special, and that's what I hate the most about the campaign ships. It's like, I don't feel special for playing a ship that's like unique because like half the lobby's going to have it as well almost every game. So when the Odin hype dies down, I feel like it'll be a better pick for me. Kagero's going to get the follow-up on the Kurfürst. We're slamming this Odin through the front here, and we're just shrugging off literally everything he has to go for. Our Yamato is, I'm not sure what he's doing here actually. Really pushed up, gets smacked by the Odin as well. Fletcher is next on the board here, and we really need to kill this guy because one, our friendly destroyer does have the health advantage, but Fletcher can really chew on some destroyers, and if that guy is alive, I really don't want to be trying to face a Fletcher with any amount of health because I won't be able to see his torpedoes. So I'm somewhat running away from Odin here because I know in a brawl he beats me with torps, or at least if I do win, I don't want to take 40,000 damage from his torpedoes. So we're creating a crossfire here. He can't angle towards both of us, and the more he turns in, the more devastating of a strike that he's going to take there. 20,000 damage. The guns hurt. You are throwing a lot of steel down range. So actually, this our destroyer played quite nice there. Still has a lot of health, which is something you don't really see much about Yudachi, and Kagero played it smart, so good on him. Got the Bismarck lined up here, and actually this is going to be disgusting here. I see the torpedoes, I pop the sonar because I don't know how many are coming. Immediately speed up, and we hit 2 citadels on the Bismarck there. That is disgusting. The guns are fantastic. End up only taking one torpedo. We're fine, we're undetected. Even if I did flood, I would have used damage con there. And pretty much just a clean up shot on this Bismarck here. And yeah, this was a pretty solid game. The biggest thing that I have to worry about with this thing now is I know every game isn't going to be like this. I really didn't come into any threats this game. I was just able to use my guns for the most part. Let's say if I was on the other flank versus the two Fletchers and the other side, this would have been a really rough game. So I know Kurfürst struggles if it doesn't have support because you are very weak to torpedoes, and yeah, this was a, I guess this game is just a big kind of show of strength when you get the chance here. Angling my guns toward the Prinzorgan because I know he's going to want to shoot me. So it's just a matter of time for when he does, so I'm going to be ready for it. We do have a spotter plane ready. And the biggest thing that I really don't understand is you come standard with 7 spotter planes or 7 fighter planes. Why do you have 7? You can't possibly use 7. Like what? No, like why? That's dumb. I don't know. Prince Eugen again gets super lucky. He's down to like less than 100 health, I would assume. Nobody is going to be able to get the cleanup shot either. But again, I choose the 406s. We have a very nice reload. And I'm waiting for him to make a turn just like that. So I know his rudder is going to be going hard one way. I take the shot, and again, he's trying to turn back. And there's really nothing he can do aside from hoping that my RNG is just not going to slam him. Anyways, wow, this video is already over. But yeah, this is the legendary tier, I guess, German battleship Großer Kurfürst. I almost said tier 10. It's not tier 10. Anyways, guys, yeah, that's going to be the video. So I definitely hope to get some more Kurfürst. This ship feels legendary. Alaska feels kind of out of place because it's a very supportive cruiser, and without having your like division support with destroyers and whatnot, it feels kind of meh at some points. So yeah, this ship is a lot of fun, and again, this is my first game, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do like the content, hit that like button, and if you're not subscribed, maybe consider subscribing. Anyways, guys, I will see y'all in the next one. Y'all have a beautiful day or night, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.